Hello, I'm Zorab and this is Byther Farm, and stay tuned to the end for an update on our sinkhole. I've been tagged as part of a challenge, and I've been tagged by Morgan Gold of Goldshore Farms, and if you haven't come across Morgan's channel before, I'm going to leave a link up here. I absolutely love his work. His videos make me smile every single time I see them. And this challenge was started by Jess at Roots and Refuge, and if you haven't discovered her channel yet, there's a link in the description below. And Jess is celebrating having reached 40,000 subscribers. Amazing, amazing, Jess, congratulations, that's a huge milestone. And she suggested that channels might like to have a look back at the videos they've made and choose their favourite, which is a really hard thing to do because I think that's an ever-moving feast. And my favourite at the moment is pruning plum trees, which was back at the beginning of September, when Mr. J and I spent an afternoon out in the duck enclosure getting plum trees sorted out. So we've come out to look at the fruit trees that are in the duck enclosure, and we are armed with saws and loppers and Mr. J to
hang on a minute. You're not using me to break a tree down.
I'm certainly not. And it was a lovely day. We had a really nice afternoon together. We were in good spirits, and hopefully that shows in the video. So it's safety goggles on. We're enjoying looking very silly.
I do feel like we should be swimming actually, rather than...
Yeah.
They do have the...
It was one of those perfect days for gardening. It wasn't super hot, it wasn't terribly cold. But it was dry enough and it was nice enough to get out there and do a whole load of work. It's one of those videos that just makes me smile. Mr. J and I had a lot of fun that afternoon. And if you haven't seen that video, as always, there'll be a link there and in the information below. And the last part of the challenge is to tag 3 other channels, and so I'm going to tag Tony over at UK Here We Grow, Dan at Grass-Fed Homestead, and Liz at Little Urban Homestead. So the second half of today's video is about the sinkhole in our garden, which is a sinkhole. We have moved forward, but it is going to take a while for it to be remedied. So we have spoken to the insurance people, and they've been out, and they are not going to be able to help us on this occasion. Because there is no damage to the actual house, they won't remedy the sinkhole, so we're going to have to fund that, and that will take a little while. And this morning a geotechnical specialist has been to have a look and talk me through what we'll need doing and in what order. And so my first point of action on Monday is to contact the water company and ask them to come and check that the water inlet pipe that's within the circle of our sinkhole hasn't been damaged, and also to talk to them about actually getting it moved from out of there to somewhere else. So before we get any real idea of exactly what lies ahead of us, we need to get the water board in. I did promise I would keep you up to date with what's going on, so that's our situation at the moment. It will be more waiting, but we have been reassured that although it may increase in size a little bit, it is unlikely to open up into a huge great cavernous hole, and so we just need to avoid the edges of it too much. I'm going to be moving the wood chips from around it as suggested, and we'll take it from there, and I'll continue to keep you up to date with what's going on. And so, wherever you are in the world and whatever you've got planned for today, I hope it's a good one. And I also hope you'll join me again next time.